Ecosystems. The biosphere. Plants, animals, and the environment in which they live form an ecosystem. The biosphere is an area where life exists on Earth. It's made up of all the ecosystems on our planet. The components of an ecosystem are called biotic factors. They include all living things in the ecosystem: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere. The non-living components of an ecosystem are equally important. They are called abiotic factors. Living things adapt to their environment. Animals that live in cold climates have thick fur, or fish have gills to breathe in water. Environments are also changed by living things. Ants build ant hills on the soil, or beavers build dams in rivers. In an ecosystem, energy flows from one living organism to another. Plants produce energy by making food for themselves from sunlight. When herbivores eat plants, the plant's energy is passed to the herbivore, and then carnivore animals eat the herbivores, and this is called trophic relationships. Biomes and ecosystems. Biomes are regions of the world with similar climates, animals, and plants. An ecosystem is the relationship between living and non-living things in an environment. Each biome has its own characteristics. Forest biomes. Temperate forests have cold winters, warm summers, and rainfall throughout the year. Taiga forests have colder and drier climates. Rainforests have very warm, wet climates with precipitation all year round. Grassland biomes. Prairies with large area of grassland with temperate climate. Savannas are grassland biomes with a few trees. The climate is hot and dry. Aquatic biomes. Freshwater, such as rivers, lakes, ponds, and wetland ecosystems. Marine biomes contain salt water and can be deep or shallow. Desert biomes. Deserts are very hot and very dry. Polar regions have little or no precipitation. It is extremely cold. Tundra biomes are flat, treeless regions of the Arctic where the subsoil is permanently frozen. Food chains and food webs. Food chains, food webs, and trophic pyramids show how energy is transferred in an ecosystem. A food web contains all of the food chains within an ecosystem. All living things depend on other living things to survive. A food chain shows us how living things are related to each other by the food they eat, and the transfer of energy between them. Organisms can be part of several food chains, so the result is a food web. Looking after our planet. If something disappears from an ecosystem, all the other living things are affected, so it is very important to protect the balance of living and non-living things on Earth. Almost all of the Earth's ecosystems have been affected by human activity. The global human population is growing increasingly quickly. This is called overpopulation. Today we use more water, energy, and resources than ever before. This is called overconsumption. Looking after our planet. Energy production, agriculture, transport, and manufacturing all create pollution. These pollutants contribute to global warming. In order to provide enough food, forests are cut down to make areas for crops to grow. Agriculture affects all the plants and animals living in the area as resources are removed from the ecosystem. We should protect the environment and ecosystems from human activity to conserve them.